Emotional traps. How people control you without you. Knowing the invisible chains. We like to think we're free thinkers, that we make choices based on logic, reason, and personal will. But the truth is far darker. Every day we are being influenced, nudged, and even controlled, not with visible chains, but with emotional traps. These traps are powerful because they bypass the rational mind. They don't argue. They don't force. Instead, they tug on invisible strings: guilt, fear, empathy, pride. And before you know it, you've agreed to something you didn't want, given time you didn't have, or sacrificed values you swore you'd never compromise. Chapter 1. The Trap of Guilt. Guilt is one of the most common emotional weapons. It whispers, "If you don't do this, you're a bad person." Parents sometimes use it on children. Partners use it in relationships. Friends, colleagues, bosses. It's everywhere. You'll hear it in lines like, "After all I've done for you, I guess I can't count on you." If you really cared, you would. Here's why it works. Humans are wired for connection. When someone implies we failed them, our brain interprets it as a threat to belonging. That sting pushes us to comply, even against our better judgment. But here's the secret. Guilt only works if you accept the role of bad guy. If you refuse that role, guilt loses its teeth. Chapter 2. The Trap of Fear. Another invisible leash is fear of abandonment. This trap thrives in relationships, both romantic and professional. The unspoken message is clear: do what I want, or I'll leave. For a child, the fear of being abandoned is primal. And even as adults, that fear lingers. No one wants to be cast out. So we bend, we agree, we give in, just to avoid the terror of loss. The problem? When someone holds abandonment over you, you're no longer loved, you're controlled. Recognizing this trap requires courage. You must be willing to say, "If you leave, because I set a boundary, then you were never truly here for me in the first place." The trap of silence. Sometimes control doesn't shout, it whispers in silence. The silent treatment is a brutal trap. By withdrawing love, affection, or attention, manipulators create unbearable discomfort. You chase, you apologize, you surrender, just to make the silence stop. This trap is so effective because humans fear disconnection. Social isolation, even in small doses, activates the same brain regions as physical pain. That's why the silent treatment feels like torture. The key is to endure, to remind yourself, their silence is their strategy, not my fault. Once you see it as manipulation, its power weakens. Chapter 4. The Trap of Praise. Not all traps feel negative. Some feel wonderful. Flattery, when genuine, is a gift, but when excessive, it's bait. They shower you with compliments, raise you up, make you feel special. And in that glow, your defenses lower. Then comes the ask. Could you do this for me? And because you don't want to tarnish the praise, you agree. The danger of this trap is that it preys on ego. And the only defense is humility, knowing that real worth doesn't depend on approval. The trap of victimhood. Perhaps the most dangerous trap is victimhood. When someone presents themselves as helpless, suffering, or wounded, our instincts scream, "Help them. We want to rescue. We want to fix." But manipulators exploit this empathy. They exaggerate pain, dramatize problems, or even invent suffering, all to make you carry their burdens. And once you accept the role of rescuer, you're trapped. Because if you step back, you're suddenly the villain. The way out? Recognize the difference between genuine need and manipulative helplessness. Real victims seek solutions. Manipulators seek control. Chapter 6. Breaking Free. So how do you escape emotional traps? Awareness is the first step. Ask yourself, am I acting from free will or reacting to pressure? Pause before answering requests. Notice your feelings: guilt, fear, flattery, pity. These are signals of possible manipulation. And most importantly, set boundaries. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors with locks. You decide who enters. You decide under what conditions. When you live with boundaries, emotional traps lose their grip. Closing. Your freedom control doesn't always come with chains. Sometimes it comes with guilt, sometimes with fear, sometimes with silence, praise, or victimhood. But once you see these traps, you can step outside them. You can reclaim choice. You can act, not from manipulation, but from freedom. And freedom is the one thing no manipulator wants you to discover. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.